Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Cooper and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Cooper's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The tiny little corrections and lots of motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any little tug and release on the martingale as a form of correction if he's not doing things the way he's been taught to do them. And it's very gentle and very benign way of correcting your dog. Now he is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. The command is Cooper heel. And at this point, Cooper has a job to do. And that is to maintain pace with Brandy when walking. Not forging ahead or lagging behind, but letting her lead the walk. And each time that she stops walking, Cooper has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And you can tell that he enjoys. He's looking up at her, he's very focused, and in spite of the fact that it's very, very hot today, he is doing all of his commands, and he's doing it and having fun with it. And that's what we want. If the dog is having fun, then he's going to do his commands well. And because this is not a puppy, this is a mature dog, and Dachshunds can be very hard-headed, he's doing great. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit-stay you can practice right in your living room, and when Brandy returns back to him, she walks counterclockwise all the way around him, returning back to his shoulders, and at this point he expects to get another command. Nice sit, stay, and you're going to lengthen out your distance in the amount of time that he can hold this command, working all the way up to 3-minute long sit stay. This time Brandy calls him out of that, and he comes right in, and he's supposed to sit. There you go. And with a Dachshund, because they were bred to hunt badger, you have to keep their nose up off the ground, keep them focused on you as much as possible. Brandy leaves him in a stay. She backs all the way up. And you can practice this right indoors. She uses his name and a happy voice, and she calls him in, has him sit, and goes back to heeling. Now we're doing a little bit of an abridged version of our usual videos because of the heat index today. And we're trying to warm the dogs up in the air conditioning and then come out here to do their commands. So the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with him seated first, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. This is Cooper's version of the down. It's very dramatic, but this is what he's comfortable with, and he's down, so I can't argue with him. Brandy walks all the way around him back to heel, stops at his shoulders, and heels him out of that, and she'll demonstrate that again for you. He's done a fantastic job, I have to tell you. I know Dachshund breed very well, and some of them are smarter than they are hard-headed, and some it's the other way around, and I wasn't sure with Cooper, but he does his commands very nicely. She calls him out of that down, and he comes right in front and sits, and then falls over. I got to give kudos to these dogs that are working out here today because it's hot. It is shaded, but it's still hot. Brandy's going to leave him in a sit-stay, and we're going to demonstrate his down from a distance. So she's going to use his right hand to give the command and drop him into a down. If he doesn't go right down the first time, she took a step in, if you noticed, to make herself a little bit more imposing, and he went right down. So we have demonstrated for you some of Cooper's new skills on video, some of the questions that you're still going to have. Rich is going to be talking to you about on Thursday when he brings the kids home. We've enjoyed having him, surprisingly enough. Cooper is an excellent student till to put us through the ringer. So I thought it would be just the opposite, but we love them both, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.